Hey there everybody, welcome back to art class. I'm Mr. Young and I'm your new art teacher at Normandy Crossing Elementary School. Let's go ahead and get started. If you're wondering what we're going to do today, we're going to have some time to share. After that, we're going to learn about colors. Later on, we're going to read a story called Mixed. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your art project. Now, before we begin our lesson, I want you to reflect on your favorite color. And go ahead and ask yourself, why is that your favorite color? I'll go ahead and share first. My favorite color is sunflower yellow, and that's my favorite color because my favorite artist, Vincent van Gogh, used sunflower yellow in a lot of his paintings, including a painting of a sunflower, of course. And I really like the bright and bold color that sunflower yellow is. Now let's talk about colors. You might ask, what are colors? Well, color is one of the 7 elements of art. So last week, we learned about line, and line is a different element of art. Today, we're going to learn about color. And in order to see color, you have to have light. When light shines on an object, some colors are bounced off the object, and other colors are absorbed by the object. Our eyes can only see the colors that are bounced off or reflected, so we cannot see any of the colors that are absorbed. So anything that you see around you, if you see that pencil you have is yellow, that's the color that is bounced off, so it actually absorbs all of the other colors. Now, what is a color wheel? A color wheel was invented by Sir Isaac Newton, and here he is on the right. And you can see that he found that light bounced off an object created the spectrum of colors. And when he bended the spectrum of colors into a shape of a circle, like this, he created this color wheel. Now let's learn more about the color wheel. The color wheel consists of primary and secondary colors. We can see on the left our color wheel, and when you break it down into each of the 6 sections, you will find 3 primary colors and 3 secondary colors. Let's talk about the primary colors first. So the primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. And they're the primary colors because you cannot mix any 2 colors together to create your primary colors. For example, you can't mix yellow and red and make blue. You can't mix green and purple to make blue. You can't mix any color to create your primary colors. So that's why they're the primary or the main colors. Next are the secondary colors, and they are green, orange, and purple. And to make your secondary colors, you have to mix your primary colors together. So you have to choose 2 primary colors, and it will create one of your secondary colors. Let's go ahead and see what blue and yellow mixes. What do you get if you mix blue and yellow? You get green. Now let's try another. What if you mix yellow and red? That's right, like on the color wheel here, in between the yellow and red, it mixed to an orange color. Last color, violet or purple. What color do you mix to get violet? That's right, you mix blue and red to get violet. Violet is also called purple. Let's go ahead and read our story now. Again, the story is called Mixed, a colorful story. And let's pay attention now.
Mixed, a colorful story by Ari Chung. were the loudest.
La 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 la.
Yellows were the brightest.
Ding.
And blues were the coolest.
Beep beep.
Everyone lived in color harmony until one afternoon when a red said,
Reds are the best.
the yellows disagreed,
No, we're the best because we're the brightest.
and the blues were too cool to even respond. The colors decided to live in separate parts of the city. So one day, a yellow noticed a blue, and something happened.
I feel so happy when I'm near you, and I feel so calm when I'm with you.
Yellow and blue became inseparable. Life felt so vibrant, but not all the colors were happy about it.
Colors shouldn't mix. I don't like that yellow's effect on blue. That blue isn't bright enough for yellow.
But yellow and blue loved each other so much they decided to mix. Together, they created a new color. They named her Green. Green was bright like yellow and calm like blue, but really, she was a color all her own. Everyone was fascinated.
I've never seen anything like her before. She's so cute.
Even the grumpy colors fell in love with Green.
Can I hold her?
The colors began to see new possibilities. Soon, other colors mixed, and mixed, and mixed, and mixed. There were so many new colors, and a lot of new names.
Don't forget your glasses, Lavender. Be careful, Jay. Have fun, Amber.
The old neighborhoods of Redville, Bluetown, and Yale Heights didn't make sense anymore. Everyone wanted to live together, so they rebuilt the city. The new city was full of color. It wasn't perfect, but it was home. The end.
Wow, I really enjoyed that story. Did you? What did you learn from our story Mixed? I learned that you can mix all different kinds of colors to create new colors. Just like how you mix primary colors to make your secondary colors, you could also mix primary colors with secondary colors, or you can mix secondary colors together, or even mix other colors that you don't know together to form a whole new color. I also learned from our story Mixed that it's no fun to separate all the colors into different parts of town. The city was more vibrant and bright if you mixed all the colors together. That can go with our real lives too. It's important to appreciate all of the different colors of people and to include them all together and not to separate them into different parts of town. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with our art activity. For today, we're going to create our own color wheel. For our color wheel, you can get as creative as you want. So you can grab your coloring materials as long as you have all the colors of the color wheel, or if you don't have enough coloring materials, or if you don't have any, that's okay. Go ahead and find some items around your house. Like over in the examples down here, you can arrange them in a circle and you can create your own color wheel without having to draw or color. Now, if you did want to draw or color and create your color wheel, here are other examples that students have made that they made into something else. So you can get really creative with this, like this student made their color wheel as an umbrella. And then this student made their color wheel into the shell of a turtle. If you don't want to color or if you don't have any, you could always find some materials you have around the house. Like this person over here has some Legos and some other toys, trucks, and you can arrange them in a circle according to the color. Make sure when you're making your color wheel that it's going in the correct color wheel order. That means your yellow goes into the orange, which then goes into the red, which then goes into the purple or violet, and then the blue, and then the green. So make sure you have your primary and your secondary colors going in the right order. That goes for if you're drawing or if you're making your own. So I'll give you some time to find your materials and create your own color wheel. And in the next part of this video, I'll show you how I created my own color wheel. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how you can make your own color wheel using some coloring materials. So I grabbed some markers and I made sure I had the primary colors. So that is again red, blue, and yellow. And I also made sure I had the secondary colors, which are green, orange, and purple. Once I have my primary and my secondary colors, I also wanted to grab a pencil to sketch out my circle. And I grabbed a black marker so I can outline with this. If you don't have markers, you could also grab crayons or color pencils or colored pens, anything that you have the primary colors and the secondary colors for. But if you don't have these markers, I'll show you next how you can create your own color wheel without having paper and coloring materials. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to start with my pencil, and on my paper, I'm going to sketch out a circle as best as I can. So you can start slow, and then you're going to curve around until you get the circle shape that you want. If you have something circular in your house, you can use that to trace your circle instead. I'm just going to sketch mine out like so. Now that I have my circle sketched out, I'm going to divide it into 6 parts. And how I'm going to do that is create an X shape. So I'm going to go over here and make a straight diagonal line. And then I'll make another straight diagonal line going the other direction. If you need a ruler, or you can use another piece of paper, you can use that as a straight edge. So that way your line remains straight. So I'm using a different sheet of paper. And now I put a up and down line, or that's a vertical line. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. Now that I have my 6 parts, I'm going to go ahead and fill them in. I'm going to start with the yellow and fill in one part of this circle with the yellow. I'm going to fill all the way out to the edge of the line here. Once I filled the yellow, I'm going to go to my next color on the color wheel, and the next color is orange. And do we know what color comes after orange, after I'm done filling in this orange? What color makes orange? We got yellow, and that's right, red. So we've got red over on this side next to the orange, because red and yellow makes orange. Now moving on to the next part of my color wheel, I'm going to grab purple because there's some red in purple as well. And what 2 colors do you think makes purple? Very good. So after purple is blue, because blue and red makes purple. Now I'm grabbing the blue, and so you see here that blue and red makes purple. Now what color goes here? What color are we missing? What color is mixed when you have blue and yellow mixed? That's right, we've got green. So that's our last color. So if you look around our color wheel, we have all of the colors, all of our primary and our secondary colors. So if you skip a space and you see the yellow, you skip a space, you see the red, skip a space, you see the blue. These three colors are our primary colors again. And then the other ones, when you skip a space, are the secondary colors. So orange, purple, and green are the secondary colors. Now that I'm finished coloring it in, I'm going to grab my black marker. If you have a different material, you can grab a black Sharpie or a black pen, or if you have a black crayon or color pencil, you can use that too. And I'm gonna go around and outline my whole circle now with this black color. Now I'm gonna go in between each of the colors, and I'm gonna put a line in between. So just like what we did earlier with this vertical line and these diagonal lines. Make sure all your lines meet at the same point in the middle. Once I am done with that, I'm going to design my color wheel however I want. And you can design it with whatever you want too. So maybe we can add some kinds of design, some patterns or lines inside our colors here. So just like we learned earlier this week, we can make some zigzag lines. So I'll make this one a zigzag pattern. It kind of looks like Charlie Brown's shirt. Alright, for my next one with the orange, maybe I want this one to be diagonal stripes. So I'll add some diagonal stripes on this one. And now for the red, I'm going to put some wavy lines or these curvy lines. For purple, maybe I want some dotted lines. This will kind of look like polka dots too, but I'm gonna make them in a row. After my dotted line over here, I'm going to practice doing some of those cloud lines. They're also called wave lines because it looks like the top of the water. And then for my last color, my green, I'm going to go ahead and put in those castle lines. So again, these are our castle lines because it looks like the top of a castle. And I'll go show you again. So I go over and down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, until I reach the edge. And you can keep doing that throughout your color there. Now that my colors are all designed, I'm going to write at the bottom of the page my name. So I'm going to write Mr. Young, so I know that it's your work. Also, if you want to design the outside in your background, you can do that too, but that's optional. All of the designs is up to you however you want to make it, as long as you have your color wheel, so you have a circle shape with 6 parts with different colors, and then you can design it, all the rest of it, however you want. Hey there everybody, so now I'm going to show you on the table here how you can create your own color wheel if you don't have any coloring materials. So I'm going to go on a scavenger hunt around the room, or you can go around your house, and you're going to find items that are each of the primary and the secondary colors. So make sure you have something that's yellow, red, or blue, the primary colors, but also something that's orange, purple, and green, the secondary colors. So I already went ahead and found some items around this room that I'm in, and I'm going to show you my color wheel on the table. I'm going to start with the yellow, and I'm going to arrange it on the side over here. So I found a yellow sun and a yellow pencil. I also found this yellow toothbrush, so I'm going to put it all at the same spot. Once I have the yellow, I'm going to grab my orange color, and I'll put my orange color over here next to the yellow. And I also found this orange juice, so I'll go ahead and put that over here where the orange is. After orange is our red, so I found this red scissors, and I also found some red glitter, so I'll go ahead and put that over here. And notice I'm putting it in the shape of a circle, so it's starting to curve around like so. After red, what's the next color on the color wheel? That's right, we got purple, so I went ahead and found this purple box, and I'll put it next to the glitter. And after the purple is blue, and I found this spray bottle, so I'll go ahead and put this spray bottle right over here. And I also found this blue mask, so I'll put that on the other side over here. After that, the last color is green. So I found this other pair of scissors that's a green color. I also found this neon green sharpener. I'll put that over here. And the last thing I grabbed was this sponge. Now it's both yellow and green, so you can choose which you want to use it for, so yellow or green. But I chose to use the green side, so I have this darker green color. Now that is my finished color wheel. If you want to grab more items, like in the examples I showed you, you can do that. If you have other toys and stuff that are of different colors, you can grab that and put them around too. Or maybe you have some t-shirts that you want to put around here. It can be as big as you make it, and it can be as small as these small items that I have over here. So go ahead and complete your color wheel. Again, it could be something like this with found objects, or you can create your own if you do have those coloring materials. So I hope you have fun with this project, and I hope to see all of your color wheels. Thank you so much, everyone. Alright everyone, now that you are working on your color wheel, whenever you are done, don't forget to turn it in to me. Make sure you first take a photo, or you can take a video of your artwork. You can then go onto my turn in assignments page on my website. Again, that same website you go to from your homeroom teacher's Google Classroom. After that, you'll fill out the Google form, and on the form you'll upload your work, and then finally you will hit the red submit button. If you need extra help with this, or if you just can't do it, make sure you email me your artwork so that I can still see your artwork. Alright everyone, happy art making!